at the time I'm recording this, so the market's not quite closed, but there's some really interesting developments, and in case I don't get a chance to comment on them later on, I wanted to make a few comments right now. The most important thing that's happening here today, I believe, is if you compare the US dollar, which we are looking at here through the UUP PowerShares index fund. US dollar did this gap up, strong gap up right there. Let's go down to like a 1 week view of that, and you can see that this is a fairly substantial rise for the dollar. It does not break the downtrend, however, in my opinion, which we can see in the 6-month picture, but it comes pretty close to challenging it, depending how you look at that downtrend. Let's go through, say, the 5-year picture. Maybe it's the 1-year picture will do it then the best. There's the 1-year picture. We have a downtrend. I'll just grab this line and replace it over here, or renegotiate things a little bit. Starting there, there. We're right up against that downtrend. It'll be very interesting to see whether the downtrend is broken to the upside or holds and it retraces. But that is a significant move there. Now, what's important about this is not only did the dollar make a move to the strong side, but that the S&P and other indexes made a serious downside move today. Now, you notice that they have not come down and touched this line yet, and you'll notice that it's hovering just below this low. Of course, we haven't closed for today yet, but it was down quite a bit. But that's the S&P 500. We have to look at some other indexes real quickly. If we have the Dow Jones 30, you can see again, it's a down move. That one has sunk to a new low, has not hit the trend line. Utilities average, which has broken this short trend rising line, has not broken this trend line here, and has still got some room to go to test it. On the transports, it's kind of an inside day. It's not down as, it's still within the range that yesterday had, even though the total down is fairly significant. There's the support. Go to Russell 2000. Again, not as low as this low, but still a strong downdraft. The 3000, a little tiny double bottom kind of thing happening in there. We go to the 1 week, we can see that we have kind of gone lower in terms of the weekly picture. So you'll see the VIX, market volatility, index up substantially today. And again, another quick look at the dollar through the US dollar index, DXYO, excuse me. Yeah, that may not be coming up here for us. So we'll move right along. But you see that there's this inverse move between the dollar and the markets, which is unusual because a few months ago you would likely have seen the dollar go up and the market go up, the dollar go down and the market go down. I want to look at, cancel that out. I want to look at let's do the dollars here. This is the UUP, which we just looked at a moment ago. But to review that, the dollar trying to challenge its overhead resistance. Kind of interesting. Not many of us were feeling very positive about it. Quick look at silver. Silver up on the day, moving in concert with the dollar instead of in opposition to it. And gold also moving up on the day, although gold is looking like weak in terms of breaking this short-term line. There's still plenty of downside room, and we can still be inside this uptrend channel here. So that's my quick look at it. I don't know what that means, but it's an interesting thing to observe. And here's the DXYO index. You can see the dollar has not, this measure of the dollar has not moved as strongly, but notice that that's a red line. So we have some interesting things going on, a little bit of a change in the weather relative to how the market is moving, and I hope you'll have some interesting comments that will help me understand better what's going on here, and I hope this has helped you somewhat.